Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Second part of today's cookery video. I'm cooking dinner and I'm trying a couple of recipes I've not done before. The first one is cheese, onion and tomato quiche. That's in the oven cooking now. You'll see that video before this one. This one's dessert. It's a rice pudding. I don't know if you have it, if it's around the world, but it's a sweet pudding made from rice, milk and sugar basically, that we have as a dessert here in the UK, maybe with a bit of jam or some fruit, that kind of thing. So I'm going to have a go at that. I'm going to try and make it almost how my mother used to make it. But I'll explain more as I'm going along. So I've looked on the internet. As I say, I was with my mother hundreds of times when she made this. But it was a bit of a staple, and on the theme of that, it's probably going to be one of the cheapest desserts that you can make. Rice, sugar, milk, butter and nutmeg. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ingredients. So it's not really a cookery channel. I said that on the other video. It's a channel about me. I don't mean that in a conceited way. 60-odd-year-old bloke, approaching retirement, trying to live a slow in the best sense of the word. A slow, relaxing life. I'm getting as much from it as I can, so it's not a cookery channel, but if I am cooking dinner or whatever else it might be, and I've never cooked it before, and it's cheap to make and it's quite healthy, then I'll share it with you. So what did my mum used to put in it? She used to put pudding rice, and once bought, probably make a few desserts. Back of here it says makes for 100 grams. That's 100 grams, that's about a quarter of the packet, so you should get 4 desserts out of this. Um, 50 grams of sugar. Put all your ingredients. We've greased the bowl with butter. It says caster sugar, but we don't have caster sugar. We've got ordinary sugar. This is where it kind of stops being healthy. I suppose if you don't eat a lot of it, it's not so bad. 50 grams of sugar into the bowl. And obviously, as time passes and you make them, you might not put enough rice in, you might not put enough sugar in, you can work it out yourself. But it's a lovely dessert. As I said, you could have it with jam, mushed up banana, fresh fruit, whatever you want. My favourite used to be with strawberry jam. But if it goes cold, you could have it for breakfast. Cover it, put it in the fridge. You could have it for lunch. It says 25 grams of unsalted butter. all the recipes I've read say to put that on the top. 250, yeah, that's not a lot. I think we'll go with what I've read on the internet. Put it on the top, and I think it says 700 millilitres of semi-skimmed milk. Back in the 1960s, we only used full-fat milk. We never use full-fat milk now, but as a homage to the cholesterol-laden 1960s, we're using full-fat milk, and this is just over a litre, so 700 probably take us down to about there. And I guess if it's cooking and it's looking a bit dry, you can always add a little bit more milk to it, can't you? Now, yeah, I've read recipes that said put the butter on top. I don't really see how that works. So 25 grams of butter. Ground nutmeg, maybe enough there, I think. That's it, guys. The big disagreement in our house, and this is to anyone who's conscious of their health. My mother then used to add an entire tin of evaporated milk to said rice pudding, an entire tin, 410 grams in this tin. Surprisingly, there's only per 50, there's 81 calories per 50, 160, 162, 320, 600, about 650 calories in that tin. A massive amount of fat. So the big controversy in our house is nobody will eat this rice pudding if I put that in. That's what I was going to do originally. I was going to make it exactly how my mother made it, but no one else will eat it except me, and I'm not going to eat an entire pudding that will feed a family of 4. So I think we'll save that for the apocalypse. It's the first of our supplies for when the zombie apocalypse or any other kind of apocalypse happens. But it's got to happen before December 2024 because it goes out of date. So that literally is it. Rice, sugar, milk, butter, ground nutmeg, and again on the internet it varies between 1 and 2 hours, but I remember my mother used to put this in the oven for hours and hours on end. So it's 3:10 now, so it's going in. Here we go. Just checking in on the. Whoa! Just checking in on the rice pudding. Seems to be cooking a bit too quick actually. Oh no, it's doing fine. The butter that I put in as a big blob has melted. Back in the days of the 60s when it used to get cooked with a really thick crusty skin, which people used to some people loved, some people hated. But I think it's been in about half an hour, 40 minutes. I think it just needed a bit of a stir. I won't stir it again. I'll let the skin form on it. I never really liked the skin. Still got a little bit of the milk left. If it does look as if it's going really dry, you can always add a little bit of milk, but it takes about 2 hours. It's a long way from cooked yet. Went in at 3:10, so leave it alone now for a while. It's been almost exactly 2 hours. I came back to it. Not good for continuity, I know. I've got changed. But I like to get comfortable at this time. I did have to come back to it. There you go, folks. 2 hours in the oven. Let's get it out. I did have to come back to it and added a little bit more milk. It was starting to go a little bit dry, but it's cooked beautifully. As you can see, it's got the skin on top. Let's get some of it from under there. But there you go. That's what you've got. I put a bit more milk in, probably put too much in, but it's the first time I've done one. Let's give it a taste. Yeah, it's lovely. It's a bit sweet, probably too much sugar as well. But you can see the debate, can't you? Skin or no skin. I never used to like the skin on it. But the rice is cooked. Yeah, it's lovely. So there we go. That's tea, quiche, and then rice pudding for dessert. I'll get back to you with some bonus footage for the rice pudding when I dish it up later. But thanks for watching. If you did enjoy this video, or you have any comments about rice pudding, traditional or otherwise, or you have any comments about carnation milk and any uses for it. I know somebody who used to make coffee out of it, like I think it was half water, half carnation milk, but it's not popular in our house, which is why it's not in there. But thanks for watching, and if you did like this video, then give it a thumbs up. If you like this kind of content, there is more of it on the channel, not tons more, but there is more of it, then do consider subscribing. But until the next time, thank you very much for watching, and I will say cheerio. Hi guys, just the promised bonus footage. The rice pudding's been cooked about an hour or so. So you can see what it's like. Lovely and creamy. We used full fat milk, which you don't need to use full fat milk. Just realised I was doing mine and I was putting the skin in. I don't like the skin on it. There you go anyway. I did have to add just a little bit more milk to it. It was getting a bit dry, but I've had a little taste. It's lovely. Very cheap. Children, I would imagine, would love it. and it's very filling. See you soon. Bye.